Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our modded Space Engineers Survival. And in today's episode, so there's been quite a bit of progress. Whoa, spectator camera, that's a little zippy. There's been quite a bit of progress on the base since the last episode. I wasn't able to record, but I was able to play. So I thought I'd go ahead and get some work done on the base in between recording, and just kind of catch you up, you know, when we got back to it. So, as you can see, the base is pretty much, the exterior of the base anyway, is pretty much complete at this point. I've got the armored gate at the front, and then I think that is from the Armored Gates mod. I'm about 85% certain that that's what that, ooh, I'll need to cover that up. But what that's from. I've got the start of our solar area here. I want to expand that fairly significantly. And then, while we're in spectator cam, we'll just go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the base. As you can see, we got 2 reactors up and running now. I was having some piping problems up on the base, so I had to clear out what reactor I had there. And then I've got a whole bunch of batteries here. I've got the piping at least worked on over there. And I'm going to start expanding the bottom of the base here pretty shortly. And then the interior of the base, we did a complete rework of this back section here. Also, the lights are kind of funky, but whatever. So here we have, what is it? 4 assemblers? No, 6 assemblers, sorry. I can math. And 5 refineries, I think. I can't quite see past that other light. Yeah, 5 refineries. We moved our TIM blocks. We're also using the unofficial TIM update that works with the Better Stone mod and a couple of other mods that add a resource. TIM doesn't, the regular TIM, let's tell it in Inventory Manager, by the way, doesn't work with some of the, it doesn't prioritize properly with some of those mods. So I've updated, oh, there's my character. I've updated TIM to work properly with these, with the Better Stone mod and I think our deuterium reactors mod. I can't remember if the deuterium reactors use a special resource or whether that's another one. We piped up our med bay. I want to move this at some point. I like to have my base areas kind of sectioned off, portioned off. So the med bay may come out here somewhere at some point. Or it may go down under the floor. We'll see. I'll have to figure that out. Let's see. I think the miner was built in the last episode, but I don't know if I showed it off at all. So this is the little miner we built. Those blocks you see on the top there where my crosshair is, those are shield generators. We had just a little bit of platinum left over from our start, so I was able to put some shields on this thing and make it a little more beefy. Another mod that I've added since then, I'm going to slow down the spectator camera a little bit so it's not so jumpy. One of the mods I've added since then is, it doesn't seem to be working exactly properly right now, is a cockpit mod. And I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called, but it's by The Immersion, all lowercase. If you look up cockpit on the workshop in mods, this one should come up. It's one of the top ones. It's like Hinged, no, I don't think that's what it is. I'll look it up at some point and put it in the description. But anyway, so I've added that mod on here. A couple of other mods have been added. I don't even remember what they are anymore. Again, if there's anything glaring that comes up, I'll mention it in the video or put it in the description. But anyway, so that's our little miner. It doesn't have a lot of cargo space because I just needed to get some resources quickly, and I didn't have a lot of time to spend eons designing something. So now that I'm thinking about this, that might not be piped properly. We may need to take a look at that. Anywho, so yeah, there's that. I'll speed the spectator cam up again a little bit. So that's the interior of the base. It's been pretty much completely redesigned. And then let's take a look at the top of the base. So my inspiration, that's very bright. My inspiration for the top of the base was the advanced armored vehicle, or the advanced vehicle factory from Empire at War that the Empire has. That was my inspiration for this base. but I turned it into more of a hangar. So you can see I put windows on the top so that we get some of that natural light in. My plan was originally, when I designed it, to put shield generators on, and then I remembered that I don't have access to any platinum on the planet. So maybe I'll go to the moon or an asteroid and get some platinum and come back and install shield generators. But for right now, we're just going to hope nothing shoots at the base. That's pretty much it. So that's the progress that's been made since the last recorded episode. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my character. And there's quite a bit that I need to get done today. The first thing I need to do is not freak my camera out. And I need to check the refineries to make sure. Okay, that one's doing uranium, that's fine. That one's doing nickel and iron, that's fine. Nickel and iron, that's fine. That one's not doing anything. So we'll drag iron and silicon into that one. Tim is not working properly for some reason right now. I'm not sure what the issue is here. He's not doing a very good job of managing the refineries for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But, so we have, as far as resource nodes that I've found, we have basically everything that you can find on a planet except for cobalt. I haven't been able to find any cobalt. So I think that's gonna be one of our objectives for today. Is finding some cobalt. That'll be kind of one of the main things here. I have to be a little bit carrier. Jeez, I can't talk this morning. I haven't finished my coffee yet, so that's probably why. Anyway, we have to be careful because there are, as you can see, there are a number of ships around us and that lookout tower. That lookout tower is actually really near. You can see there. I'm looking through the mountain right now with my GPS. That lookout tower there is really close to one of our resource locations that has basically everything except... What the heck? Why can't I run up this? What is going on? What the... What is happening? Okay, something is very wrong with my character right now. And I don't know what's happening. Again, I apologize. The base is tilted. I'm not sure what happened with the original placement of the block. I think one of my mod... Well, no, I don't think it was one of the mods that borked it. I think I borked it. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on with my character right now. Anyway, oh, before we forget... I have steel plates. I do have a few steel plates. Okay. Before we forget, I want to fix that spot. What? Oh, it's maximum volume. Is this one maximum volume as well? Do that. That works. Alright. Let's go fix that spot on the edge of the base here. Before we forget again. So that was here. That's inconvenient. I don't think that's the right color here. Let's see. Can we run up this? We can. Okay. That'll work. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and close that in with that. And that. And that should sufficiently protect it for the moment. The nanite or the nanobot machines were originally supposed to be symmetrically aligned across here, and I'm not entirely sure what happened to cause... Well, they are symmetrical. Oh, I guess they are. But I screwed up the exterior design here a little bit in terms of the symmetry. So those are actually supposed to be in one block more than they are. But I didn't feel like completely redoing the conveyor system just for that. So, I guess we're going to take a quick look around now at this point for... Whoa. It's a good thing we have shields. Come on. Let go of my ship. Alright. We're going to take a quick look around now to see if I can find some cobalt. Okay. So I bumped into the door. Perfect. Now, I don't have it set up on that side, so I have to go all the way around to this side. Now, as far as I'm aware, that Corruption PVE mod, the mod author hasn't updated that to a point where it has things that will actually attack you on the planet. I know once you go into space and like you're on moons and stuff, then it'll attack you, but I don't, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing that actually works on planets because of the, you know, obviously gravity plays a role in making that difficult. Whereas on the moons, you know, like on the moon you can actually use your jetpack and, you know, all sorts of things like that. Now, I don't know if... so I can't use my jetpack to go up on this planet. And I'm not sure if that is one of the mods I have installed that's an intentional update, or whether there's something broken with this particular game. So I don't know about that. So this is how, on this server at nighttime, you find resources. You go very slowly down a mountain and hope you don't crash into anything. Now, if we don't find anything relatively quickly, I'm going to go back to the base and start working on the underside of the base, the bottom section of the base. So we'll see what happens. Now, I have enough shields to survive like a bounce off the ground, but if I hit it too hard, it's just going to blow up. So I have to be careful here. Okay, so I do want to go this way. Okay, there's a tree. Alright. We're down on the ground. Now we're going back up this mountain. Dense iron. Okay. Not what we're looking for, necessarily. Well, maybe I'll try mining down. Taenite is what? Taenite is... iron and nickel, okay. Uranium. Still not what I need. Ooh, that makes the camera difficult. Ooh. go. Okay. Okay, what the fuck? Direction do I need to be facing? Okay, it's up there. Alright, now we have a problem. Alright, I did not find the resource I was looking for, which is unfortunate. That's back towards the base, so I want to be facing this way. So taonite is iron and nickel, dense iron is dense iron. It's just a larger quantity of the resource in one place, I think is how it works. Yeah, so that's about where I want to be lined up here. Oh, another mod that I have installed on this server is the Space Just Got Real mod, which is a skybox plus lighting change, and it just makes it in space. It makes it look really cool. Rather, on the planet at nighttime, it's completely pitch dark, as you can see. Although the sun is starting to come up, that's what the funky lighting effects are. Okay. Okay, so we're not really finding cobalt, which again is a resource that I am almost entirely lacking in at the moment. Ooh, hold on. Are any of these useful? Ecamo, whatever. Silicon and magnesium, okay. Quartz is silicon. Olivine is silicon and magnesium. Dolomite is magnesium. Oh, waddle something or other is silicon and magnesium as well. Okay. So I don't have... I'm gonna go ahead and mine some of this as long as we're here, because I don't have any magnesium. I have silicon, but no magnesium. So I guess this will do for our resource gathering for right now, even though I didn't find cobalt, which is, again, our major bottleneck resource at the moment. Grab a drink of coffee. But, yeah, so probably off camera in between now and the next episode. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is first of all, I want to apologize for last week about the weirdness of schedule stuff. I had a bunch of things, both scheduled and unscheduled, that came up kind of last minute that I had to deal with. So I didn't manage to get videos out on schedule, and I did have a video out on Saturday, for those of you who follow closely. But I want to try, first of all, I'm going to do a better job of pre-recording stuff, so that when I do have to be gone, videos will go up at their scheduled days. And I'm going to clarify or specify, I guess, the schedule a little bit more. So, the schedule for the time being is going to be Monday and Thursdays Space Engineers episodes go up. Tuesdays, Empire at War, and I have something coming for Empire at War here, so it's not going to be the usual Awakening of the Rebellion, but I'll talk about in that episode. So Tuesdays will be Empire at War for sure, and then Fridays, right now are going to be, either Empire at War or another game that I'm considering doing a playthrough. We'll see about that one. And then, this week, the sort of wild card or random video that I said I'd be doing in the first couple of episodes that I released is gonna be the first episode of that potential second series, and we'll see how that does. So just keep your eyes open for that. That'll be coming here shortly. Okay. I'm gonna mine a little bit more of this here, and then we'll head back to base here. And before I forget, should create a waypoint here. I highly recommend the Better Stone mod. It's very nice. I also highly recommend using Tim, Talent as Inventory Manager. Also, an extremely useful tool. Alright, I think that's about good enough for now. We didn't get cobalt, the resource we came here for, but I'll have to figure out... I need to see if I can do some looking around. I've never done anything like figuring out whether there's a pattern to where resources spawn, so I have no idea if, like, cobalt spawns most heavily in Undermountains, or cobalt spawns most heavily in XYZ location, you know what I mean? So, I haven't done any looking like that, so I may do some googling around and see if I can figure out where cobalt might be on this planet. Another thing I might do is load up this save, what I will do for sure is load up this save off camera and do some looking for cobalt, and see if I can't find some. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and hook this back up, and then we'll spend the last couple of minutes of the episode kind of talking about the bottom of the base here. So, go ahead and get back into the hangar. Line it up with the connector properly. There we go. Lock. Exit. Land. And we'll go close the hangar door here. I need to set it up on the other side of the base as well. There's no sound with this one, which is disappointing, but I needed something big enough to cover the whole bay door area. So. What in the world is going on? Something's broken. What's planetary cargo? Don't care. I know that mod is doing that. I don't know what that one is. I've never seen that one before. Let's go take a look. We looked at the Sky Factory in an earlier episode, but I don't think I've seen the Oban Tide before. This looks more like a combat ship. Well, it doesn't have rocket launchers. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Actually, I have no idea. Slow down the camera a little bit. It's got a lot of Gatling guns. And without shields, nothing of mine can really... I mean, I'm gonna have to build armor into it. Jeez, pretty heavily. Let's take a look at that lookout tower. I can't remember if I showed this in a video or not. But this lookout tower spawned down here right by my resources. It's a simple little, just straight up lookout tower. It's got a couple of turrets. It might not be too difficult to take out, actually. I just have to be careful. Careful about getting near it. I wonder if I could drill under the ground close to it and then... Anyway. Wait for the mountain to reload. So, our plan in the next episode or two, or in between episodes, we'll see, is going to be to expand this down... Oops, wrong drilling mode. So what I want to do is, I want one block in between the bottom of that and the floor so that you can walk around under it. And then we'll see. I'll have to think about it. So, run that level, so that, does that do it? Yeah, that doesn't, okay. So, we'll do it on this level. So that's gonna be our plan for between now and the next couple of episodes is, getting the floor of the base... I can't get out of here. God damn it. Getting the floor of this base built, and then figuring out what I'm going to do with the rest of this space. Because it's not entirely conveniently designed, mostly just because I wasn't originally planning to do much with the bottom of the base, but I decided that it would work better to put a bunch of this stuff down here. And so probably the med bay is going to go in this corner here, because it'll be right under conveyor point. So that'd give us a nice place. I'll wall it off, put some, winded walls and stuff in it so you can look out at the reactors when you're respawning after dying or something. Respawning after dying to radiation. But as far as the base is concerned, in terms of, power and storage, we've got decent amount of power. I mean, those two large reactors theoretically should be able to power anything we put onto here, unless we put, a whole ton of shield generators or something silly. So... yeah. So that'll be the plan. We're still kind of in the early phases of the game here. It'll be a little while until we get things really truly up and running. Okay, Space Engineers, let me place this, please. But I'm fairly pleased with the progress we've made so far. Like I said, we've got a lot of work to do. But I mean, we have resources now. I mean, we have access to resources and all of that kind of thing. So we're in pretty good shape, all things considered, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Again, Space Engineers will be on Mondays and Thursdays. So 2 out of our 4 regularly scheduled upload days. Empire at War on Tuesdays, unless something special happens. Friday is going to be either Empire at War or another sci-fi game. And then throughout the week, there will be periodically one random or kind of wildcard video. And that may be anything I've found interesting during the week. So if I did something interesting in Star Wars Galaxies or another game that I'm playing, that'll be uploaded. This week, the wildcard video is going to be on the same day as this. So this evening, when this video uploads for me, whenever you end up watching it, it'll be up the same day as this video is uploaded. Actually, I'm going to go record that video immediately after this one, essentially. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Remember, if you have any advice for me in this game, or tips for, making the recordings better, or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I hope you've enjoyed. As always, I'll see you next time.